So the perimeter of a square is 48. This perimeter represents the length of all four sides, or they like to call it distance around, right? So I find some people real quiet, that is not good. Um, if we're saying what is the area? If since the perimeter of the square is 48, it means that all these sides, because we know in a square, all four sides are equal, right? So what I could do is I could try to figure out what number do I either have to multiply by 4 to get 48, or I could, that's the easier way to do it. Or I could also think of what number I need to add 4 times to get 48. Now, based on my 4 time tables, 12 was a 48, it's 12, right? So if I have, oh my, what am I doing? All right. So if we have 12 and 12 and 12, because perimeter normally means you add all the sides. 12 and 12 and 12 and 12 will give us 48, right? So they want the area of the square, right? Um, as I said before, an easy way to figure this out for those who wouldn't be sure on stuff, you could have written down perimeter of a square, which is normally side multiplied by 4. And then you take the perimeter, you just have to transpose, of course, side multiplied by 4. You divide here by 4 because you want to find side. You want to get side by itself, 4 into 4, 1. Leaving us with side is equal to 40 divided by 4 is 12, because 12 was a 48, just like what I was saying just now, right? So the, what do you call it? Uh, Lord have mercy, I froze a little bit. Brains, you need to keep working. Right. So the area of a square is side squared, which actually means side multiplied by side. You see primary school thing, right? They're the mix here. So since we know a side is 12, we could find 12 squared, which actually means 12 by 12. And that's why you'll need to know your tables, because 12 are 144. Okay. I thought perimeter is led by breath. Lord. You say what? Well, I know most of us would have learned perimeter and stuff in primary school and probably in high school in probably Form 1, Form 2, or Form 3. Some teachers would have recapped it or something like that. But length times breadth is area of a rectangle. Now, some people just use that same formula for area of a square, but most people use area of a square side by side because all the sides are the same. But for the rectangle, the sides, opposite sides have different lengths. So opposite sides are equal in a rectangle, but um, a rectangle will have, like, let's say here's 10 and here's 6. Here will be 10 and here will be 6. So then you say length times breadth, which is 10 times 6, because the length and the breadth are different lengths. Okay, to get area. Perimeter, on the other hand, is to add all the sides. So perimeter to me is easier because you don't need to remember a perimeter formula for any shape. If they tell you to find the perimeter of a square, rectangle, triangle, just add all the sides. Now, if they tell you to find the perimeter of a circle, then you need to use circumference of a circle. Okay? It's plus what I going to see. Length plus breadth, but that's still not perimeter though. That will not give you the full answer for the perimeter. If you wanted to use perimeter like that, there's a perimeter formula that is 2 lengths add 2 breadth. You have to add all the lengths and all the breadth because remember again, perimeter tells you the length of the entire shape, right? So it tells you the length of the full shape, all sides, all together. But some people will use it as 2 open brackets length and breadth. So you add the length and breadth first and then multiply by 2. Or just to make it easy, perimeter, just add all the sides. That's all. Okay? Yeah. All right, so if nobody else have questions and stuff, it's time to move on. Okay, I find some people real quiet too, so let me start to call names and shake up some people. Alicia, I hope you're good. Well, I saw Hussein in the chat very recently. Kareem, what's up? Laura, what's going on? Tanuja, I hope you are with us. And sure. Mm. Okay, you are good. Make out. I have to make sure people not sleeping in my class, you know. You're with me, okay, great. Because if you're here to learn, you're here to learn. You all feel like I was not in classes too, or what? I just be in classes still sometimes, not this type of class, but and sometimes when people's cameras are on, they can easily become distracted. They can easily sleep away. I've had